Good evening, welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenson Casimir. We begin tonight with track and field. St. Lucia's Laverne Spencer became the first woman to win a gold medal at a major championship from the island when she stood atop the podium at the Commonwealth Games on Australia's Gold Coast last month. Now, she begins a journey for more. Spencer will line up in the high jump at the Shanghai Diamond League, if you do believe that she deserves her spot among elite high jumpers. The event gets underway tomorrow, Saturday, 12 May 2018. Wake up early, St. Lucia. The event gets off at about 6 a.m. Spencer will be challenged by Germany's Marie-Laurence Youngfleisch and Maria Lisitskina. With a leap of 1.95 meters at the Commonwealth Games, Spencer comes into the tournament with the best jump in the world this season, as only Sweden's Erika Kinsey, 1.93 meters, the United States' Inika McPherson, and Canada's Alexandria Treasure, 1.91 meters, along with China's Yang Wang, 1.90 meters, have registered marks. Come on, St. Lucia, let's support her. Now, all is set for the final of the Castries Football Council's Under-10 and Under-17 football third place and final, and the Guardsman Northern Zone Under-14 final. The Under-10 finals will feature B1 of Marsha versus Marcy Stores Northern United from Grosley, and the Under-17 finals will include Valley Soccer Club from Castries versus Big Players from Marsha. The finals will take place at the Saab Sporting Facility from 9:30 a.m. It will be a full day of football action, as the finals and the third place of the 2018 Guardsman Under-14 tournament will be held along with the Under-10 and Under-17 finals and the third place playoff. Well, parents, football fans, and the general public are all invited to watch the next generation of footballers compete. Meanwhile, the president of the St. Lucia Football Association, Inc. has called 3 meetings to discuss the upcoming Under-10 and Under-17 National Youth Development Programs. All leagues and clubs are invited to attend these meetings, as they will be providing you with important information as to the activities planned. Now, the meetings will be held on the following dates and venues. The first meeting, the Western Zone, on Monday, 14th May 2018 from 6:30 p.m. at the Ancillary Primary School. The Western Zone comprises of leagues from Canaries, Ancillary, Roseau Valley, and South Castries. The Eastern Zone will be on Wednesday, 16th May 2018 at 6:30 at the Monrepo Primary School. The Eastern Zone comprises leagues and clubs from Deriso, Miku, Monrepo, Dennery, and the Mabia Valley. The Southern Zone, that will be on Thursday, 17th May 2018 at 6:30 p.m. at the Viewfort Primary School. The Southern Zone comprises of leagues and clubs from Soufrière, Choiseul, Labrie, Viewfort South, and of course Viewfort North. Well, the leagues and clubs in the Northern Zone will be notified later. Well, all affiliates are asked to send 1 representative from each league and each club to these very important meetings. In local cricket, Central Castries, Babonneau, South Castries, and Grosley are in the semi-finals of the St. Lucia National Cricket Association Sandals Under-19 Cup. The semi-finals will be played this coming Saturday and Sunday at the Grosley playing field. On Saturday, Babonneau, they will take on South Castries. On Sunday, big clash, Grosley versus Central Castries. Now, Cricket West Indies is set to announce that they will be playing 2 T20 international matches against Bangladesh in the United States in August. However, reported matches against Pakistan on U.S. soil may have to wait until sometime in 2019. Sports 360 had reported in February that the West Indies was set to play in a triangular T20 international tournament in Florida in August involving Bangladesh and Pakistan. Windy sources, however, told Sportsmax TV that Pakistan was never a part of that tournament. But while it is still unclear what arrangements CWI has with Pakistan to play matches in the U.S., they won't happen until possibly 2019. Well, this is according to CWI CEO Johnny Grave. Grave explained that the West Indies has a packed schedule with a number of overseas tours interspersed with tournaments. This, he said, is the biggest impediment to playing matches against Pakistan anytime within the next 12 months. Well, West Indies played 3 T20 matches against Pakistan in Karachi on April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd this year. The home side won all 3 matches in the series that represented the first international match played in that country since 2009. Bangladesh teenage fast bowler Yasin Arafat has been included in a 31-member provisional squad named this week for selection for the upcoming tour of the Caribbean. The 19-year-old has been rewarded for a series of impressive performances in the domestic competition and will join the established likes of Tamim Iqbal, Musfika Rahim and Mahmudullah Riyad, of whom have been cleared by the medical team after recovering from their respective injuries. The squad will begin training on May 13th before heading to Afghanistan for a brief series and then on to the Caribbean to face West Indies in 2 tests, 3 one-day internationals and 3 2020 internationals. Wow. Well, we take a break, but when we get back, you certainly don't want to miss our So Sad moment of the week. Welcome back. West Indies players began preparation for Sri Lanka's tour of the Caribbean with a batting camp in Barbados, where 11 players have been invited. A camp being held at the UWI Cave Hill campus will include 9 of the current Test players, including West Indies vice-captain Craig Brathwaite. Interestingly, Devon Smith, a man who has not played Test cricket in 3 years, earned an invite to the camp. Smith was just short of a record for most runs in the first-class series in the Caribbean and made his case for consideration, even at the age of 36 years. Well, the West Indies will face Sri Lanka in 3 tests from June 6th to 27th, with games at the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad, the Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds right here in St. Lucia, and the Kensington Oval in Barbados. Now, world number 1 Rafael Nadal broke John McEnroe's 34-year-old record for successive sets won on a single surface as he moved into the quarterfinals of the Madrid Open. Nadal, 31, beat Argentine Diego Schwartzman 6-3, 6-4 on clay to take his winning streak to 50 sets in a row. He will play Austria's Dominic Thiem on a Friday for a place in the last 4. American McEnroe's 49-set winning run came on carpet in 1984 and included him clinching the Madrid Indoor Open title. Nadal's 50 sets have included tournament wins in Barcelona, Monte Carlo, and last year's French Open. Well, Manchester United boss Jose Mourinho says the club, they don't celebrate second position after sealing the runners-up spot in the Premier League with a 0-0 draw at West Ham. United are currently 9 points and 4 positions better off than last season, Mourinho's first at the club. And while he said he felt okay about finishing second, he added, "I am not jumping around. That's not my nature or my history. Manchester United are the same. We don't celebrate second position, but we are happy because a few months ago, we realized it was impossible to win the league. And of course, the target is second position from then." Well, finally, our so sad moment of the week. Toronto Raptors finished on top of the Eastern Conference of the NBA for the first time in their history. Toronto, of course, is the only team representing Canada in the competition. With all of Canada watching, stars such as rapper Drake were expecting his team to be at least competitive against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kotea, how else can I say this? Toronto is Cleveland's juju. They're afraid of them. Toronto won the regular season in the East. Their coach won Coach of the Year. Toronto had home court advantage for 2 of the 4 games against Cleveland. They still could not have won 1 game. The Cavaliers defeated Toronto Raptors 4-0 in the conference semifinal this week. And after being the best regular season team in the East, they will now have to sit on the couch and watch the balance of the playoffs in their boxers and in some instances in their male thongs. And that's, my friends, is sad. So sad. Well, last sports, the CFC Guardsmen finals tomorrow. See you guys there. The DBS News continues after the break.